Michael noticed something unusual long before he understood it. There was no background tension, no low grade anxiety humming beneath the surface, no sense that he needed to stay alert in case something shifted. He didn't wake up thinking, today feels different. He just woke up, and that in itself felt different. Michael moved through the early part of the day without the familiar mental previews. No running through conversations before they happened, no rehearsing responses just in case, no tightening at the thought of what might come later. At first, he didn't trust it. There was a brief moment where his mind scanned the horizon, almost reflexively. Am I missing something? Is there something I should be preparing for? But there wasn't. And for once, he didn't force himself back into vigilance. He let the question dissolve on its own. Michael began to realize just how much his exhaustion had never come from what was happening, but from what he expected might happen. From living half a step ahead of his own life, he noticed it in the smallest moments, standing in line without reaching for distraction, listening without formulating a response, transitioning from one task to another without bracing. In the past, even neutral moments carried a subtle urgency, a sense that stillness was temporary, that calm was borrowed time, that sooner or later something would demand more than he had. Now there was simply the moment, and the moment didn't ask anything of him. Michael felt his body respond before his mind did. His breathing stayed neutral, unchanged, unmonitored. His shoulders remained relaxed without effort. His attention rested when he was not where he might need to be. He wasn't trying to stay present. He wasn't reminding himself of anything. He was just here. And life continued to move. An unexpected request came in. A decision needed to be made. An emotion surfaced without warning. But none of it escalated because Michael didn't add anything to it. He didn't rush to meaning. He didn't jump to consequence. He didn't project the moment forward in 10 imagined outcomes. He stayed with what was actually happening. And what was actually happening was manageable. Michael saw the pattern clearly now. Overwhelm had never been about volume alone. It had been about anticipation layered on top of experience. Living tomorrow before today was finished carried yesterday into moments where it no longer belonged. Now, without rehearsal, experience stayed proportional. Feelings moved through instead of stacking up. Decisions arose and resolved without residue. Life felt responsive instead of relentless. He didn't feel euphoric. He felt available. Available to listen, available to respond, available to rest without justification. As the day unfolded, Michael caught glimpses of his old self, not with judgment, but with compassion. The version of him who stayed alert to survive, who learned that preparedness equaled safety, who believed overwhelm was the price of being responsible. That version had done its job, but it wasn't needed anymore. Michael realized that overwhelm had once been a teacher, a signal loud enough to interrupt unconscious living. Now that lesson had been integrated, and when a lesson is learned deeply, it no longer needs to repeat itself. As evening arrived, Michael felt something settle, not dramatically, but decisively, a sense that he had no longer had to manage his life. He was participating in it. Overwhelm hadn't been conquered, it had been banished. It had simply lost its role. Because Michael no longer lived in the future, no longer rehearsed struggle, no longer abandoned the present moment to prepare for something that wasn't happening. And that changed everything. In the final episode, Michael will reflect on the journey, not as a method to follow, but as a remembering of something that was always available beneath the noise.